So this part, this whole thing, a pathogen, there's this little antigen. A white blood cell would come in here and eat it and pull it inside. And then, once it had it inside, it would take the antigens off. It would break it apart. And this macrophage could then take those antigens and display them on the surface, like that. So first it takes it in, then it tears it apart, engulfs it, destroys it, and then presents it. This is extremely important to immunity. Okay? Because we know that there's the 3 R's. What are they? Recognize, respond, and remember what? By what? By the antigen. So really, it's really remembering, responding, and recognizing the antigen. You know what? Most of the time, our white blood cells, like lymphocytes, you know how they recognize it? Because it's being displayed by what kind of cell? An antigen-presenting cell. So they will come over and contact this, another white blood cell here, make it a lymphocyte. How do we know it's a lymphocyte? What am I trying to do? Come on, use your big brain. You remember. A big nucleus. Yeah, right? They have a big nucleus. Big, huge, round nucleus. Just a sliver of cytoplasm outside the nucleus. You remember that? So it comes over, it contacts it, it links up with it, and it goes, oh, here, right here, is the bad guy. This little arm that comes out here would say, oh, I recognize this is a good guy. Good guy and bad guy, by the way, are not technical AMP terms. Just understand that. I'm speaking to give you some point of reference right now. So antigen-presenting cells present the antigens to what? Right, and specifically which other cells? No, the macrophage itself is known as the APC. Very good. The lymphocytes, right? It's presenting it to the lymphocytes so that they can go through the processes that we consider specific immunity. See, this sets the stage for it. They have to have the ability to recognize, respond, and remember. And that's all about the antigens. It's all about them being displayed. Okay. So far, we have said that the antigen-presenting cell is what kind of cell? A macrophage, which is a white blood cell. But I need you to know that there's another kind of cell that more commonly functions as an antigen presenter, and it's called a dendritic cell. Dendritic cell. Dendritic cells are another group of white blood cells. They're called dendritic cells because they have long arms. They are the most common antigen presenters. I've got comfortable talking about macrophages as antigen presenters because I think by the time people get to AMP2, if I say macrophage, you're real comfortable with the word. And I like to talk about things you're already comfortable with because that involves less memory. But the truth of the matter is most of the antigen presenters are dendritic cells, even though macrophages do this too. So it's more correct to say that. You know, you've already heard of a dendritic cell. In AMP1, you've heard of Langerhans cells. And those are a type of dendritic cell that lives in the skin. But when we're in AMP2 and we think Langerhans, we think of something else. So kind of stay away from that term.